Don't think I haven't noticed you looking to pay me a visit out in the wilderness. Usually those who seek to find me are looking for trouble. I'm glad you're one of the exceptions. So, buongiorno, signorina.
Hello, timekeepers. The most awaited collab has finally landed, and yes, it's Ezio Auditore himself. First collab character, first assassin, and first time we're all collectively pretending we can parkour like him. Now, I know most guides will rush to scream, must pull. Broken. Top tier DPS. But nope, that's not my vibe today. Instead, I'm breaking down Ezio's core mechanics, because this guy has a really unique kit that makes him super versatile and able to adapt to different team setups. But versatility comes with, well, quirks. What CM players are saying. He's a strong C, meaning top tier DPS, but not without weaknesses. His biggest strength and biggest weakness is counterattacks. The more the opponent moves, the stronger Ezio is. If he moves less or even does not move at all, he will be a sleepy unit. Right now, no matter who you pair Ezio with, DPS-wise he can still fall short in the long run, especially in main's bulletin raid bosses, compared to the current Big 4 meta teams, Blood Tithe, Electric Dynamo, INI Impromptu, and Ultimate Spammers. Alright, enough intro. Let's dive into his skills as usual, shall we? Ezio first skill, Work in the Dark. Single target strike that hits like a truck. Dealing 400%, 600%, 1000% reality damage depending on skill level. Oh, and this isn't just any hit. It's tagged as Assassination. Assassination means, for every 100 points of crit stat difference between Ezio and his target, he pumps his final damage by plus 5%. Yep, you read that right, final damage term. This is the first time it shows up in the core gameplay. And unlike your usual attack multipliers, final damage stacks after everything else. So it hits hard. How final damage works. Ezio's got 1106 crit, enemy has 150 crit. Difference? 956 points, 9 times 5, plus 45% final damage. If the gap's under 100 points, you get nothing extra. Cold, but fair. Theoretical damage shown here is consistent with the actual gameplay, indicating that a critical strike skill difference of less than 100 points will not provide the final damage increase. Skill 2, Serve the Light. Ezio slips into counter mode, think hit me, I dare you. Ezio then tags the enemy who is about to release the most number of hits, and basically tells them, you're my priority now. From that moment, he becomes the main target when your team's about to take a hit. Rank 3 gives 3 turns of counter. Counter stab. If Ezio's hit, boom, he strikes back with 500% reality damage. And adds a tasty plus 50% crit damage on that counter. If the enemy ignores him and hits your teammates instead, he still stabs back for 500% reality damage. Both scenarios count as one, assassination, and yes. That means all the assassination buffs kick in. And here's the spicy part. There's no limit to how many times this counter can trigger. He'll keep dishing out punishment whether the attack lands on him or not. Oh, and if Ezio misses? Damage stays at 500%. If he hits? That's 500% plus the extra 50% crit damage. Both versions still benefit from Assassination's final damage boost. Very neat. Ultimate skill Branding of Faith. Ezio selects one enemy target and unleashes 3 rapid attacks, either with arrows or blades, followed by the finishing move, Death Be Not Unkind. If the enemy has less than 50% HP, use arrows. If the enemy has 50% HP or more, use blades. Each hit is considered part of the ultimate, counts as an assassination, ignores dodge, and cannot trigger damage sharing or allies' additional damage effects. Death Be Not Unkind is a single target strike that deals 700% reality damage and is also considered an assassination. When all attacks are combined, the total maximum multiplier reaches 1150% reality damage. Ezio's fighting style is unique and revolves around synchronization instead of moxie. When entering combat, critical damage is increased by 15%. Ezio can only unleash his ultimate when his synchronization reaches 100%. Gain plus 5% synchronization whenever a normal skill triggers an assassination regardless of active skill or counterattack. Upon successful kill, gain 10% synchro. This is the summary of the synchro. Insight 3 has 2 key effects. First part provides Ezio Auditore a survival kit. When Ezio's HP drops below 30%, he loses Eyes Caught, meaning he stops taunting. Gains plus 30% critical damage and plus 40% damage reduction. Immediately enters stealth status. Second part provides amplification for his allies. A warm-up period begins, ending when all allied characters combined have triggered 8 assassinations. Each assassination by any ally grants the Apprentice Assassin buff. Upon reaching 8 stacks, Ezio gains Master Assassin, and if there are other assassination allies, they also gain Master Assassin. Master Assassin grants 8% final damage to affected allies. Example pace. If Ezio uses Skill 1 once and Skill 2 counterattacks twice per round, the warm-up will end in 3 rounds. Ezio Auditore uses 3 main weapons and 3 secondary daggers. The main weapon sets his core playstyle, whether you want him as a follow-up attack, FUA, specialist, a fast ultimate spammer, or a poison team core. The secondary daggers are like boosters, they enhance the main weapon's effects, for example by making counterattacks last longer or charging his sync gauge faster. I've put together 4 easy weapon dagger combos for you. Combo 1, 1 shot, 1 kill. Main weapon, Venetian Falchion. Dagger, Butchery Knife. Focus, FUA burst damage using assassination as the main DPS source. Works best with teammates who buff Ezio's attack so he can one-shot mobs, then instantly trigger another FUA. Perfect when you want fights to end fast. Combo 2, the Duelist. Main weapon, Venetian Falchion. Dagger, Sultan's Knife. Focus, sustained fights when enemies are bulky. Ezio becomes a counterattack tank, taunting enemies, surviving longer, and chipping them down while sinking faster to his ultimate. Great with allies who love frequent FUAs. Especially good when facing enemies with high attack frequency. You can consider these characters for this team. Flutter Page as core, Ms. Babel, Mercuria, Lopra, Vila, or Fatutu. The second style ultimate burst and synchro cycle playstyle. If you prefer big bursts and frequent ultimates over steady follow-up damage, Ezio can be built for fast synchro charging and continuous ultimate spamming. This setup plays similarly to the popular Recolita x Melania synergy. Main weapon, Condottiero Warhammer. Secondary dagger, Channeled Synchedia. Core concept. The Warhammer provides strong burst potential through Ezio's ultimate. The Channeled Synchedia accelerates synchro charge, letting Ezio fire off ultimates rapidly. Each ultimate not only hits hard but also helps stack final damage bonuses during combat. Euphoria Awakened Gutian, core partner for fast synchro cycling. Melania, excellent ultimate burst synergy. Argus, Hasabeth, consistent ultimate cycle support. Medicine Pocket, Kiparina, sustained survivability. Poison Genesis damage playstyle. For players who enjoy damage over time strategies and scaling burst from poison procs, Ezio can be built into a Genesis damage assassin to fit seamlessly into poison-based team comps. Main weapon, Captain's Sword. Secondary dagger, Sultan's Knife. Core concept. Equipping the Captain's Sword and Sultan's Knife shifts Ezio's assassination mechanic to Genesis damage instead of FUA burst. This aligns with poison teams, where the primary damage source is Genesis ticks. Ezio's role becomes amplifying poison application and triggering big Genesis bursts from allies. Team recommendations. Tuesday, Jessica, Sotheby, core poison trio for consistent stacking and procs. However, you can mix in Noir or Hasbeth for more hybrid ultimate burst in between poison Genesis proc. For Ezio, you've basically got 2 solid ways to build him, depending on what the rest of your Assassin's Creed squad looks like. Option 1, Attack Priority. Main stats, attack with a decent crit rate. Option 2, Crit Rate Priority. Main stats, high crit rate, with attack as your secondary. Depending on how other Assassin's Creed characters will be, you can switch between these two. Don't get stuck chasing perfect stats. He's strong in either build, just choose the one that fits your team flow. Ezio Psycube of Choice is as the belt holds. Assassination damage stack with crit damage stack. Fits all playstyle with Ezio. Alternatively, on the Hand of Time, gives good penetration rate and crit damage. Or, Outside the City gives FUA more crit damage and crit rate. For those pulling for more copies, here is the quick overview of Portray's improvements for each ranks. I do recommend getting to Portray 1 if you're planning to pull for more Ezio. This is the most value for money. Enjoy the gameplay of Ezio here. At the moment, before Big Sister Cassandra release, regardless of which Ezio team style, the overall damage output is still lower than Blood Tithe, Electric Dynamo, and the INI team. Based on the data available, I find the FUA Ezio team to perform better overall. Hopefully other Assassin's Creed characters will solve this issue. I really like AC.
Just another shift. Ready, aim.
Wait for the right moment.
Regaining control of our bodies.
After that's it!
Fresh from the crucible.
Liberato dalla paura. Cazzo!
Let's go some trouble brewing.
Into the darkness.
What I'm good at. Ready, aim. Stay put. This will hurt longer if I miss.
You see it coming.
Get out of here. Give this a taste. I don't get it. Get ready. This is going to be a crowd. Just another shift.
Wait for into the darkness.
Wait for the pop. Listen. Laundry time.
Non voltarti indietro. It will be over before you feel it.
To the right. Like cupping them. Yes, I got this.
Wait for the right moment.
To the right. This'll help. I am the waves in the ocean and the stars in the sky.
Higher than a bell tower, and deep in the clouds!
You see it coming.
Regaining control of our bodies.
Into the darkness.
Let's got some trouble brewing.
Wait for the right moment.
What I'm good at.
Addio, straniero.
Fire.
Liberato dalla paura.
Get out of here.
Abbraccia la morte.
Get ready. This is going to be a crowd pleaser. To the left. To the right.
Into the darkness.
Ready, aim. Wait for the pop. Journey to the cosmos. Listen.
Liberato dal fratello.
I never miss. Most of the time anyway. Calm down.
That was your last chance.
Try a little harder next time.
Wait for the right moment.
Let's got some trouble brewing.
Into the darkness.
like cupping the moon in the palm of my hand.
You'll see it coming.
My crucible really has a mind of its
It'll
own.
be over before you feel it.
I am the waves in the ocean and the stars in the sky.
Che la morte ti dia la pace che cercavi. Requiescat in pace.